welcome to Fundy Fortunes. I am Natalie, and I'm here to do the mid-month reading, albeit a little late, for the sign of Scorpio for mid-April 2018. And before I continue, the candle I'm burning this evening is a brand new spring scent for Intuitive Candles. It's called Fresh Spring and smells that way. It smells very clean. For those that are new, never seen these before, these are 2-wick, double-wick candles, 100% soy-based, and when the wax melts down, you're left with beautiful stones and gems and crystals and pendants and trees of life and all kinds of good stuff. Here's one here. This is beautiful. I love this. And I think it's an obsidian something, or I don't know. No good with the stones, but I love them, and I have a big collection now. They get addictive. They really do. They're a beautiful candle to burn, and then you're left with a beautiful reveal that picks you. You don't pick it. So the running of promotional special, as they have been for the last couple of months, please go to intuitivecandles.com if you would like to order some of their candles. They do ship internationally. You put the call in, and they'll send it out. Use the promo code BOFF10. It stands for Bay of Fundy Fortunes, and the number 10. It'll get you 10% off your total order. So go there now. Make an order. I tell you, they're addictive. They really, really are. You get one, you want another one. The excitement and the anticipation of waiting to see what you're going to receive, it's fantastic. Intuitivecandles.com, my friends. All right, let's get right into your shuffle for those that are new. 5-card spread. First card, overall energy. Second card, wealth and finances. Third card is your hearth, your home, love and intimate love, friends, family. Fourth card, should there be any, your challenges that are remaining for the rest of April 2019. The final card, number 5, is your message from Spirit. These are general readings as well for those of you new to the tarot community. That means not everything in the reading will resonate with you, and maybe nothing at all, and maybe a bit here and a bit there will hit home. If you don't connect with me in my readings, move on. There's a lot of us on here. There must be a couple hundred of us by now. I don't know. If you want a reading to resonate just with you 100%, that requires a private reading. That moon out there tonight. I got some video of the sounds of the surf and the moon here tonight. I posted that in the group, and then I got some nice pictures as well. A couple nice pictures of the moon over the water, landscape shots, kind of thing. So, come on. Beautiful. All right, I'm going to cut the deck right here. Oh no, where is she at? Where are you? Lilith walked away on me somewhere. I don't know if she's on hiatus or vacation. And she got sick of the snow and rain, and she's on vacation. Anyway, I had to pull another, and I pulled Felicia, because I've not used her yet. There she is. World meet Felicia. Felicia meet the world. There we go. She's beautiful. She's a beauty. And she's so different from Lilith. Lilith used to vibrate when I first would begin to use her. She'd vibrate, and she'd vibrate, and then she'd slow down. She'd stop. And then I'd start to ask questions. Then she would kick in. This little girl, she doesn't hesitate. She doesn't hesitate. So we're just going to ask, are the top 5 cards the cards that are meant for this free public general reading for the sign of Scorpio for mid-April 2019? Are the top 5 cards the cards that are meant for this Scorpio general reading? All right, thank you. Thank you very much. You may rest. Maybe for the night. Depends how I feel. Ah, jeez. Okay, so I'm going to pull the camera down so you can watch your spread being laid. First card, overall energy, we're looking at here. Page of Pentacles and Opportunity. The next card, your wealth and finances, we're looking at the Two of Wands and Vision. Number 3 is your hearth, your home, friends, family, intimate love, the vortex. Not liking that very much, Scorpio. Number 4, your challenges. We have the Fool, new beginnings. Number 5, your message from Spirit. Nice, the Hermit, contemplation. Any card that turns up that shows self-reflection and thinking through things and contemplating, that's a good thing. It's good for us to do that. Okay. And before anybody complains to me, look, I tested my sound before I even turned this on. I can hear it loud and clear. I am sorry. I don't know why some months, everybody, there's not one complaint, and then the next readings, I don't know, because I don't change the settings. I do not touch them. And when people start to complain, I entertain the thought, so I go into my background of my system, and I make sure everything's where it's supposed to be, and it is. I don't know. I can tell you this, and that is, if you're listening on a cell phone, sometimes it's not enough. You can't get the volume to go high enough. I don't know why. Maybe it's just a YouTube thing. I have no idea. Anytime I do personal readings, I've never had one person ever say to me, I had a hard time hearing you all the way. Never, ever. And I've done a couple of thousand of them on YouTube. Private readings from YouTube. I'm not kidding you. And I've never once. But geez, go on public and do a general reading, and 2 or 3 people out of maybe 20 or 30,000 will say, I can't hear you. Sorry to, and I'm not being rude. I'm not, but I'm just saying, you know, I've got a state-of-the-art system here. It's all high-def sound, high-def video, and I still have external speakers. If I want to hear something, I plug them and turn it up, turn it on. I'm just saying. Let's get into it here, shall we? Very first card, Page of Pentacles and Opportunity. What a great way to start off the last 2 weeks of April. I mean, usually we're all winding down towards the end of the month, but this is something that's brand new and just beginning here for some of you. And opportunity is coming your way. If opportunity is knocking on your door, you better take a good, hard, long look at it to see if it's for you or not. It might not be. It might be just a stepping stone to something else that's coming. This is the prelude, you might say, even if you don't accept an opportunity. These opportunities can come in many shapes, in many forms. Yes, very much so the job market, of course. But somebody's bringing you news about it, because the pages are all about bearing news and bringing news, bringing information, bringing messages, opportunities, this sort of a thing. But good news is on the way for somebody out there. So that's got to resonate with anybody. Okay, good news is coming. This could concern a job. It could concern money, money flow, money coming into you, money being invested alongside of you, or money being invested into you as well, or some kind of project that you have on the go. If you've had a hope for a wish recently, the same repetitive wish over and over and over again, my friends, the chances are 9.999 out of 10 your wish is coming true. Yes. Pay attention to any paperwork that comes by your way the last 2 weeks. Bill of sales, warranties, legal papers. I'm not sure what else outside of that. I'm not really picking up on much. But there's some good stuff coming. Maybe that's all you guys need to hear. And maybe that's all that you need to know. I got a wandering tissue. Jeez. Anything else down there? I didn't even put any gems on tonight. But I do have this. I do. I have this. Beautiful. Boy. I don't know what this is about. I'm not being shown. I'm not hearing anything. All right. I just have to say it. There's an opportunity on the horizon. I was told, just say that. Just say it. All right, I will. And there it is. There's an opportunity coming. Okay. I'm hearing some of you, 1 or 2 people, you've been down you've been so far down at the bottom of the barrel, life's barrel, that you've got to actually reach up to touch bottom. This is a big, big, big sign of hope for you. Don't give up. Keep holding on. You're about to start moving upward and onward. You're down as far as you can go. You can't go any further. If you do, you'll end up in China, as the old joke goes. You dig deep enough. But seriously, don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. It's coming. It's coming. It doesn't come in your time. It doesn't. Nothing comes in our time. Not the way we want it to. Thank God a lot of the time, though, for that, right? Be grateful for it, because it ends up working out better for you in the bigger picture. Second card we're looking at here is the Two of Wands. Vision of better days and better things to come financially. And wealth overall in your life. And what I mean by wealth overall is not Skrilla, not cha-ching, right? No bread, man. It's not all about the bread, right? That's a 60s thing. Bread interpreted into money, cash, right? Two people coming together they're coming together as one in one form or another. Yeah, it could be a couple romantically, absolutely. But this is wands. This is about practical things. It's joining forces. It's becoming a team. It's working towards the same goals, the same means, the same ends. It's meeting a like-minded person, somebody you connect with. Instant. It's instant. There's that breath when you first meet them. When you first lay eyes on each other, there's that a nanosecond. From there on, you're connected to this person and they're connected to you. And it's a beautiful union. Be it a business partnership, an investment, a friendship, you click together. Doesn't always have to be romantic. You click. You become instantaneously lifelong friends. You think the same way. You like the same things. You're on the same wavelength. This is more than a twin flame. It's more than a mirror image. You know, I struggle with the word twin flame sometimes. They say that's your mirror image. And some believe that it's not always a good thing, that they have all the bad habits that you do, and that's what attracts you to each other and all this other stuff. No, this isn't like that. This isn't like that. It surpasses the term twin flame. It surpasses that. It means more. This is locked in. There's no guarantee with twin flames. The twin flames, one thing I'll say, they usually keep getting pulled back together, is what I believe. As far as that part of it goes, but this is beyond all that. It is what it is. This is a good thing. And you support each other, you nurture each other, you enrich each other's lives. You just click. You fit together. And you're more of who you are when you're together. You become more of you. Do you know what I mean? So do they. It's the same on both sides here. You become more colorful, more stronger energy, positive energy, hopeful energy, foresight, seeing the future, having goals that you never had before. Your life becomes fuller and a lot more richer with each other in it. It's really, really nice. If you're looking for better, and you're going to be finding it, and partnerships is where you're going to find it. Creativity is going to rule for a while as well. I'm just seeing a lot more movement, excitement, happiness, upbeat, positivity than was there before this person came into your life. It's like you've doubled yourself. All the best of you has been doubled, and there it is looking right back at you. It's just a strange thing. That's what I'm getting. Communications and travel are about high up on the list, I would say. Somebody could be planning to re-educate, return to school, university, college, technical trade, an upgrading of your skills, or you're going in a whole new direction altogether. If you're coming into business with somebody, you could be taking a business course, a basic one, you both could. There again, you support each other because you want to fulfill your dreams. Inspiration. Romance for some. These are your keywords. Like-minded people. Grab right onto them as hard as they grab onto you. You're going to be glad you found each other. You're going to broaden each other's horizons. And yes, I'll just tell you right off right now, a sense of financial security goes along with all of that. Your third card, the vortex. What's going on? Who's getting restless feet at home? Who's getting the wanderlust? Because that's what's going on with the vortex. This card has two common meanings. Oh, look at my nails. They're just atrocious. You know, I was supposed to go get them done on Monday, and I haven't been to a salon to have my nails done. It's been 20 years, 19, 20 years. I'm not kidding you. And I thought, I deserve this. I need this. Spring's come. You notice I got my hair cut. I went to Coco's. And I haven't been in a salon in ages and ages. But anyway, when I got sick and ended up in the hospital there back in December, I had to get rid of all my nails. So anyway, don't look at them. Look at the cards. This card. This card's a rude awakening. This is a card where if you're doing something, as I said, the overall general meaning, I'll say that first, is affairs of the heart, all right? It doesn't mean someone having an affair on you. You could be in the middle of an affair, but it's not healthy. And what was I going to say? Addictions. That's the other thing. This is a needling type of card. It'll needle at you. Okay, I'll use me for an example. The best thing I know to do. Giving up smoking. I love to smoke. I like to smoke. I don't care if you don't like the smell. I don't give a crap. That's the only thing I have that I can enjoy that's frivolous, right? I don't have a vehicle. I don't go anywhere. I know you guys are tired of hearing that, but you know what? I live it every day. I wish I could say the same. But to pass the time having a cup of tea and a cigarette in my deck, watching the tide come in, or whatever, I enjoy that. But I know it's not good for me. Anything you inhale is not good for you other than oxygen, right? But then the needling starts, right? You got to give it up. You got to give them up. You got to give them up. You're paying the price. You're going through. You know, the future looks bleak, and there's all these things weighing down, and it's needling, and it's like you're wanting to fight back, but it's like wanting to defend yourself in an argument because you know the other person's wrong and that you're right, and you don't. You just stand there and take it. You take the abuse, and smoking is self-abuse, right? But for me, it's calming. I mean, I don't do pills. I don't have things to keep me, like most of the world is sedated now in one form, or the big thing is antidepressants, which are a cocktail of madness. That's my opinion. I know some people save your lives, and I'm glad for you for that. But I've had too much, I have never been on an antidepressant in my life, but I've had too much exposure to it on the negative end of things. So I don't have a real healthy attitude, but I have nothing. That's my calmness. You know, some people can stay calm by playing with a rosary or tiddlywinks, or they find some help. That doesn't do it for me. I've tried all that. I've tried to pacify and calm myself, but I still come back to wanting that. But there's the needling, there's the addiction. And here's the thing. Do it now. Do it now. Because down the road, you're going to be saying, that wasn't as hard to undo and to get away from as I thought it was going to be. Now I'm really pissed. Because I could have done this a few years ago. Could have done it long before. Same with affairs of the heart. If you're in a relationship and you're being dominated, somebody's got you convinced that you can't live without them. Bull crap. I don't mean to sound hard-hearted, but I'm telling you right now, did you not survive fine before they came into your life? Of course you did. This son of a is a sick bleep. He is. He's a sick bleep. And it's a male. Yeah, females can be the same. Yes, they can. Very much so. I mean, I've seen females do things that just made my hair stand and couldn't believe. But sexual gender really has nothing to do with it. But in this case, somebody out there is under the rule and under the thumb and the influence of somebody else. and you know you shouldn't be there, and you know everything in the relationship is wrong, it's bad, it's flippin' poison. You've got to get yourself out, and you're wondering, how do I do this? How do I get away? How do I get out? How do I break free? I don't even want to remember this person. They make your skin crawl. They make you feel like you want to fold in on side yourself. You don't want to be there anymore, but you're afraid to go. You need to talk to the universe and get yourself out of that situation. Any men being dominated where it's physical abuse as well. And yeah, ladies, it goes on. Men get abused quite a bit. Not as often as women, I don't think, but they get physical abuse. Yes, they do. They allow their other half, and I won't say better in this case, but their other half to physically abuse them, mentally torture them. You know, why do we do this to each other? Better yet, why do we put up with this stuff? Why? I know every situation is individual. Every situation is different, but you know what? Pain is pain, no matter what form it comes in. Your life is too short. It's good of you to want to help somebody that's messed up, and you don't want to hurt them, and that's all fine and dandy, and that's very noble. But there comes a point where it's not your life anymore. They're the crazy one, and they're the ones calling all the shots. What's wrong with that picture? And what's that make you if you sit back and just take it? You're not responsible. Did you give birth to them? I don't think so. Unless you did, hightail it the hell out of there. That's all I'm going to say about this card. I don't like feeding into those cards at all. This is a card of self-responsibility and self-action and self-power and really making a change. And make 2019, from here on out, we're coming into later spring, going into early summer. Make it count this year. Make it the year that you'll never forget in the best of ways. The year that you made the changes, right? Everybody else gave up on you a long time ago, didn't they? They got tired and sick and tired and hearing about what you were going through. They gave you advice. They supported you. And you took none of it. That's for somebody in particular. You wouldn't accept any of it. And now you want out and you're looking around and you're saying, where's my support? Where is everybody who can help me? Are you shocked there's nobody around? They couldn't stand to see you being treated and living this way anymore. They couldn't watch it. It's not that they didn't care. They cared too much. That was the problem. You've got some wrongs that need to be righted. You better get to work. The next card we're looking at here are challenges and new beginnings, and there's a whole lot of that going on in this reading. All kinds of it. The ending of things. I'm surprised you don't have any 10s at all, because 10s in tarot, they are all about endings, and they're not always bad endings. A lot of them are, well, if you got out of a bad situation, as the vortex is telling you, that there's a new beginning, and it's a good one, right? And a good ending as well, into a good new beginning. Anything is better than where you've been. Somebody's wearing the crown of shame in that department. Get off your goddamn ass and do something about your life. Sorry. I'm sorry for using the word. I know. I'm human. But I'm feeling the frustration and the emotion. You've been making excuses for too long. Stand up. Get out. Move. Go. Go forward. Don't stop. Boy, that's coming across. I'm getting that real strong. There's almost an anger there. Like, enough is enough. If you don't, get used to being in a corner somewhere, in the dark, overwhelmed in pain, overwhelming loneliness, licking your wounds, no life, you can't breathe. That's where you'll be, and you'll be there alone. People tried. It's been already tried with you. The only one feeling sorry for you now is you. How's that make you feel? But I'll tell you, you pull your ass out of that, your friends and family will be back, and they'll be praising you up, and they'll be raising you up. It's just that simple. This card always brings forth that you're right on the brink, right on the preface of something brand new coming into your life. Where you're walking into it. This is a beautiful card, but you've got to let go of this crap. Any crap you have, you've got to shed that whole world, okay? Walk out of it. Walk out of it. Get yourself free. You got a whole lifetime still left ahead of you. I don't care if you're 21 or you're 71 or 81. I don't care. The rest of your life is still before you and in front of you. And it's up to you, okay, where you're going. We're given free will for a reason. Although I believe our destiny is pre-written, because in the bigger picture, we're going to end up exactly where it was written that we would end up at. And it certainly isn't in a place that's harmful to you, all right? Nobody's there to give you, I can tell you this, no one, even when you pull yourself out of it. But everything you sacrificed and gave to that other person, go ahead and reward yourself if you must. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't expect anybody else to be there with rewards for you. Not at all. Not at all. You think you're coming out wearing a badge of honor because you stayed with somebody that was that bad and you survived it? You can do that for yourself, but nobody else is going to do that. They're not going to even, they're going to say, we were at you for 20 years and you wouldn't leave. That's why we all walked away. And you think you did something good and that you deserve, because somebody out there's got that kind of an attitude. You better go shampoo the inside of your damn brain. Get the shit out of there and face reality. There's a wonderful chance awaiting for some of you, for the rest of you, though. And now, if never before, if you've never followed your destiny, and it's going to be clear there's something else at work here outside of yourself, and it is destiny. Don't go against it. Don't get in your own way. Just kind of release that control a little bit and ride that wave to see where you're going to end up at. Take the clues, take the signs, take the hints, take the common sense. Use your common sense. Always think for yourself first. Don't sit around waiting for stuff to come to you. You got to get out and go after it. When you become active, the world becomes active all around you. And it's a wonderful thing. It's never a bad thing. There could be new work on the horizon for some. It could be new relationships as well. Be practical in everything. I would say for the next 2 to 3 months for most of you to remain practical in your outside world. That's the world outside of you in your home. And the inside world as well. That's the most intimate part of your life and the people that you're intimate with. Even there. Even in romance and love, where logic usually doesn't come into play. Remain logical, remain realistic, remain grounded, but continue to dream. Because dreaming is another form of manifesting. So there is that to consider. Listen to your own intuition. Focus on your goals. Focus on any personal targets that you have as well. Don't be distracted by other people with what you're doing. Never mind what other people think. This is a very stand up on your own 2 feet kind of a reading. It truly is. Meant for a few of you. I don't know who, but it is. Look, I'm telling you right now, you take responsibility for yourself, and if you apply yourself to your own life, if you put as much energy into yourself as you've put into somebody else that was destructive, boys, you're going to soar. You really, really are. And you will have regrets of time wasted. Time wasted. You'll be too stubborn, some of you, to admit that when you first come out of it. It was, well, I tried to help another human being, blah, 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 and you spent 20 years doing it. And you're further behind them when you first got into it 20 years ago. Well, if you find that rewarding, take your joy where you can get it. Don't let other people do this. For those of you coming out of a bad place, it's time for you to reinvent yourself. There's a bright new future and a brand new territory waiting for you. It's got your name all over it. Follow through. You have nothing to lose at this point. You may as well follow through. The advice of this card for everybody else. If you see something that you like and something that's drawing and attracting you in, your intuition isn't sending flares out. So if you like what you see, you go ahead and you just dive right in. That's what you do. And you start your new beginning. It's beautiful. Keywords are risk and innocence, departures, discoveries, journeys, and starting over. Your very last card, the final word in your reading is the Hermit and Contemplation. You guys got a lot to contemplate. I really don't have much more to say outside of that. For most of you, those of you, not most, but those of you that have been in that situation in a bad place, you know, you could be coming straight from your parental home as well, heading out on your own. And maybe there was abuse there from mom or dad or brothers or sisters, whatever. It doesn't have to always be romantic. It could be an abusive friendship, relationship, a toxic work environment. If you work somewhere for the last 20, 15 years, that can be hard to walk away from. But you have to draw the line. This is your life. Don't wait to get to retirement and you hate it every day until you're retired and then blame it on the job. You can only do that in the initial stages. You are free to leave anytime you want it, but you didn't want to because the money was good. The money gave you the life you could afford. So you traded peace of mind and serenity and happiness for your paycheck. That was your choice. Nobody's holding it against you, but you can't hold it against somebody else or someplace else. It all comes back to you. You could have done something different. This card finds people going off on their own to do some really heavy thinking, to be doing some quiet contemplation, some deep reflecting on who you are, where you came from, who am I, what am I about, where am I going to end up? This is a real, this reading all the way through is entering a brave new world that's new to you. For some of you, you're going to need some alone time till you find your feet back in the world again. And you're going to need some quiet time, alone time to process all that's happened to you recently. Look at it as a retreat. Those of you that need to be around other people, if this idea of it makes you feel lonely, it's only temporary, but you need to find company within yourself. You really do. You're your own best friend. Nobody can love you more than you can love yourself, right? Even when you think there's no self-love there, it's there. It's a part of you. Under the influence of the energy of the Hermit, take assurance that you are being guided by your own inner light. You're not going to be alone forever. This is temporary. Also, at this time, you need to distance yourself from overwhelming people. They're shaking their finger in your face, telling you what to do. You don't need relationships like that, so you need to pull away. You need to get away from that. The advice of the card is to embrace being alone, to embrace and enjoy the contemplation, because the contemplation and the healing are going to be needed for you to find the answers that you're seeking. You need to get to know yourself on a much deeper level so you don't make the same mistakes over again. It'll be time well invested because it's into yourself. And it's going to make a better life for you come tomorrow and all the tomorrows to come after that. Your keywords are thought, retreat, travel, inner journeys, solitude, seclusion, and all for protection for the future. There you go, guys. Oh, the readings are so long this April. My goodness sakes. Anyway, that's your reading. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you took something from it. I hope it gave you some guidance. I hope it hit home for those that it needed to hit home to. And don't blame me, and don't get hollering at me and insulting me in comments. This all comes from the universe. I dare you to talk to the universe the way you talk to someone like me. I dare you. Go ahead. Anyway, I'm just in one of those moods today, let me tell you. I've not had a good day. It's been kind of rough. But you know what? When I get into the readings, and I'll put them off for hours, and then I get into it, and it's like, why didn't I do this hours ago? Because I forget about everything outside. I just concentrate in the reading, and it's good medicine for me, although I miss my smudges. Anyways, thank you for all your likes and your shares and your comments. If you haven't subscribed to Bay of Funny Fortunes, There's a little bell somewhere around here. Click that little bell and you'll get notified anytime Bay of Fundy Fortunes posts anything on YouTube. If you want a private reading with me, though, I do provide that service. It is found, information to start to lead you is found down below this video window in the Show More section. Read through once, grab my email, send it off, and we'll take it from there. Anybody else, if you're looking for me, you can't find me here. You'll find me walking down below along the water's edge that hold the highest tides in the whole planet, the beautiful, the bountiful Bay of Fundy. Also, before I forget, I know 99% of you are allergic or hate Facebook, but you can find us on Facebook under Groups Bay of Fundy Fortunes, and it's a beautiful place to be. It's very zen-like, and it's closed, and it's private. Anything goes on in there does stay in there. So days I don't feel like, if I'm in a rant, I'm very vocal. If I don't feel like putting it on my own timeline, I just wanted a small bit of attention for what I'm saying. I go into my group and I put it in there. Because not everybody needs to know what I'm going through, right? It's none of their business. It's wherever I place it. But anyway, nothing ever leaves there. That's the beauty of it. So anyways, I hope you enjoy the rest of April. I really do. Summer's coming, guys. I don't know. We're in my neck of the woods. I still got snow melting in my backyard. I think that's it for now, other than to say, please keep the love in for you and only you, so that you can be more of a loving benefit to everybody else that's in your life. Go forward today and do some minute little thing to make someone else smile today. You'll know you touched humanity and you did a small part. That you made somebody feel a little bit better, whether they're a stranger or someone you know is neither here nor there. If they're human, then do that. If it's a dog, scratch its head. You know, do something kind, a kind gesture towards somebody else or something else, some living heartbeat. Doesn't matter what it is. Pay it forward, all right? I hope you guys all enjoy the last, if anything, I hope you grow. I hope you make the changes that need to be made. And I hope you find yourself in a brand new place that you're looking forward to being. Bye-bye for now, and I'll see you back in May, I hope. Bye-bye.